Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Weather Forecast Center. This is John giving you a latest on 95L, which will become Beryl in the next couple of days. It's its track to Lesser Antilles and where it will go after that. Then we will go back to the United States and check on the hazards and SPC outlooks for today and beyond. Um, so what you're looking at now is a infrared satellite picture of 95L, Invest 95L, and as you can see a blow up of convection getting close to the center now. And if you look real closely, you can see that this is moving this way and the clouds underneath are going this way. So this is breathing pretty good out there. So it's trying to get its act together, get a get the convection starting to get around the center now. You see the blow up there. That's part of the process of getting it out. You can see that the how the winds are favoring blowing away up in the higher levels. You can see the winds blowing away while underneath they're going the opposite way. That's how they ventilate. They get, you know, they they lift the air and they push it away. Lift the air, push it away. So this is ventilating pretty good out here. And so here we go. We're going to go through one. This is the latest model run from GFS, and um, okay, I'm too far up. Give me a second. Let's try this again. Okay, so this is as of 2 o'clock this afternoon. This is where 95L is. We'll track it forward, get to about 8 p.m. to, on tomorrow night, and 1,001 millibar low down here, more than likely a tropical storm by then. And the pressures continue to fall. It's now down to 982 at 8 p.m. on Sunday as it makes its approach to the lower part of the Lesser Antilles as a 968 storm, more than likely a hurricane, um, probably a Category 2, borderline Category 3. And that will cross the Lesser Antilles, get into the Caribbean, and start to weaken. As another storm develops on its heels, that's 1,002 millibars. That might um, become a tropical depression or storm and go right over the same area as a sub 1,000 storm. This shows a 998, and that is 2 o'clock on the 3rd, which will be Wednesday of this next week. So between today and Wednesday of next week, the lower part of the Lesser Antilles will probably get hit by either one or two storms. Now, we're starting to get a little bit farther out, but something has caught my eye in the longer range. I know it's only one run, but I'm going to show you something. So the first storm is weakening now to 1,003 millibars and goes into the mountains of Cuba and dies. as well as the second one right behind it. What is catching my eye is that somehow this storm goes through Cuba and starts redeveloping a low off the Florida coast on this on July 6th, on Sunday the 6th. So that's so we're talking 9 days out, okay? Possibly turning into a depression or a storm by 2 a.m. on the 8th, which will be, we're talking 10 days out from now, and possibly going into South Carolina. Now, again, that we're 8 days out from that. So that might be subject to change, but as of the latest run, they're they had runs taken this storm basically right into the Yucatan and then into Mexico. Well, now it has shifted, and now it might go up into this region after it gets shredded in Cuba. Main remains to be seen. We'll take a look at the euro. Same same spot, same time. Okay, so same spot. So we're going to 2 a.m., 2 p.m. today. This is where it's showing it will be. Runs it down here by 2 a.m. Sunday. It's only 1,006, so this is a lot weaker storm than the GFS has. Continues on. Oh, yeah, okay, continues on and hits the lower part of the Lesser Antilles as basically a 1,000 millibar storm. So the GFS had a 968 going in there, and the Euro has a 1,001 going in there, and it's slightly more south than the GFS. Now here's a close up of GFS of the storm starting at 8 p.m. tonight. What it's going to look like? It's going to be 1,008 millibars, pretty much going to have a closed off center. We'll stop it here. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's down to 1,005 and getting better organized. And then it's down to 1,000 millibars by tomorrow night. So more than likely, this will probably be upgraded to either a depression or a storm between now and tomorrow night. As we go forward, it's still dropping. It's now at 972. 2 a.m. Monday. Here's the lower part of the Lesser Antilles. Okay. Go one more. It's now down to 967 on its approach to Lesser Antilles. This is 8 a.m. I believe that would be Eastern. Approaching Lesser Antilles as a 967, and then crosses as a 964. So this could be a formidable Cat 3 storm when it crosses the Lesser Antilles. And then after that, it starts to weaken. Okay? I'm showing you a closer up look at this. So now it's weakened to 1003, goes into Cuba, okay, reemerges here, okay, that's different. Okay, hold on. Okay, that is different from what was shown before. Well, actually, this is no, this is the first one. Okay, this is the first one. Okay, so that weekends that goes into the Yucatan. Okay, what I have my eyes on is um, this one when it comes out of Cuba and everything else, it reemerges into right off the southeast coast by um, Sunday the 7th. So, and then in a day, basically go right into South Carolina as a depression or a storm. That remains to be seen. But if that is to come to fruition, that'll be 24 hours of heavy rain on the dirty side of the storm, which means you know tornado tornado possibilities, flooding, storm surge. Um, but as of right now, that's too far out to even talk about. We're at hour 234 with this, which is 2 a.m. on the 8th. So um, that remains to be seen, but that's something I'm keeping an eye on. So back to the U.S. and this is the current hazards as of 18Z. We have heat advisories up for Texas, Oklahoma, and much of central and southern Kansas, northern Louisiana, western Mississippi, and the middle Tennessee, southern Florida, with excessive heat warnings for basically from Dallas to Oklahoma City to Tulsa, all in those areas have excessive heat warnings. And then we have a excessive heat watch for the valleys of California, wind advisories. Um, hold on, wind advisories here in South and North Dakota, the far southwestern corner of North Dakota and far northwestern part of South Dakota. High wind warning here in basically central Montana. So that's what's going on right now. SPC outlooks. Slight risk of severe thunderstorms today for basically central Iowa, north and west, northern and western Missouri, northern Kansas, in the northeastern Colorado, and the southern part of Nebraska. There's a 5% tornado probability here around Kansas City, north, Kansas City region, far southwest western Iowa, far southeastern Nebraska, uh, northeastern part of Kansas, and and far northwestern Missouri with 2% chances surrounding that, from Colorado all the way up to western Wisconsin, and 2% chance here in North Dakota into western Minnesota. 15% chance of hail exceeding 1 inch in diameter in the um, same region as the slight risk is, and 5% for areas surrounding that going up into North Dakota. Wind probabilities, same 15% chance in the slight risk area, with a hatched area for northeastern Colorado, southwestern Nebraska, and northern Kansas for a 10% chance of winds exceeding 75 miles an hour this afternoon and evening. Tomorrow, slight risk of severe thunderstorms for Ohio, Pennsylvania, northern West Virginia, Maryland Panhandle, and western New York State. There is a 5% chance of tornado in eastern Ohio and much of north and northwestern Pennsylvania, with a 2% risk surrounding that, from southeastern Michigan to far eastern Illinois, all of Ohio, northern West Virginia, Maryland Panhandle, almost all Pennsylvania, and almost all of upstate New York. Hail probabilities are really confined to the marginal risk, which is down here. Let me show you that. So the marginal risk surrounds the slight risk, basically covers New York State, northern New Jersey, down to the Philadelphia region, northern Delaware, most of Maryland, the far northern and western part of Virginia, all of Kentucky, all the way back here into Colorado, New Mexico, Panhandle, Texas, and Oklahoma, southern Kansas, most of Missouri, northern Arkansas, northwestern third of Kentucky, up into most of Illinois, all of Indiana, and all of lower Michigan. And that's where this hail risk is. There's 5% chance of hail reaching 1 inch in diameter for southeastern Colorado, northeastern New Mexico, panhandles of Texas and Oklahoma, and pretty much the northern 2/3 of Oklahoma, southern half of Kansas, southern half of Missouri, and far north, well, the northern part of Arkansas. Wind risk, 15% chance of winds exceeding 60 miles an hour here in the slight risk area, and 5% in the marginal risk area. Day 3, there's a severe, okay. I'm following up words because I've been used to doing severe weather coverage the last few videos. So this is the first time I've done this in a while. So it's a slight risk, as well as trying to say, of severe weather in eastern Montana and western North Dakota, with a marginal risk surrounding that, going pretty much most of Montana, half of the western half of North Dakota, western half of South Dakota, Nebraska Panhandle, eastern Wyoming, and eastern Colorado. Another slight risk here for the coastal regions of Maine, New Hampshire, almost all of Massachusetts, all of Rhode Island, all of Connecticut, all of New Jersey, all of southeastern Pennsylvania, all of Delaware, most of Maryland, and northern and eastern parts of Virginia. And in those slight risk, it's 15% chance of significant severe weather in those regions and 5% everywhere else. There is a day 4 risk of slight risk of severe weather here in the Dakotas and northeastern Nebraska, far western Minnesota, and northeastern oh that's not Ohio, that's Iowa. Going through the model, well, let's try this again. Okay, going through the models, what it looks like for the next 4 days, or for the for for the next several days, I should say. Got showers and thunderstorms here with possible severe weather here in Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and UP, Michigan. That that will fly by to the north with a front coming down. So showers and thunderstorms in Pennsylvania, upstate New York, Vermont, and then you get the pop up showers and thunderstorms for northern New Mexico into Oklahoma, northern Arkansas, southern Illinois, and southern Indiana, with the severe weather confined to the East Coast here, from Maine down to Maryland. That clears out. And then more showers and thunderstorms in the mid Atlantic, Bristol, Tennessee, um, northern Alabama, um, showers and thunderstorms. A little bit of showery weather in northwestern Washington State. This is Monday the 1st, so there should probably severe weather here from northeastern South Carolina to the Delmarva. Pop up showers and thunderstorms everywhere else. This develops a low here, so there might be enhancement of showers and thunderstorms along the coast of North and South Carolina. Showers and thunderstorms up and down the northern plains. Going into the second, we got showers and thunderstorms here in Iowa, Minnesota. Some of these could be severe. Large hail and damaging winds. As we keep going forward, now we got a line of showers and thunderstorms through Wisconsin, through Iowa, and into Kansas. Some of these might be severe. More than likely, wind and hail, and pop up showers and thunderstorms in Florida, like they usually get. A little bit of monsoon moisture coming up, so be scattered showers and thunderstorms in Arizona and New Mexico, and along and basically along a stationary front here in Kansas, and going up into the um, Great Lakes, that intensifies on 4th of July. Possible possible wind and hail in southern Illinois, northern Arkansas, eastern Kansas, Texas Panhandle. Monsoon moisture continues here. Scattered showers and thunderstorms in Arizona and New Mexico. And then I'm going to take you to the 6th and 7th. This is when a moisture plume comes out from the Caribbean and develops a storm out here in the southeast. Okay? Obviously, this is 1 mile run. This may not be true. This might be false, um, but it develops a 1010 storm, 1009. Then it strengthens it along the southeast coast, just off of South Carolina, and then it comes into South Carolina. And it's 1,003 millibar storm. Will be a depression. Will be a tropical storm. We don't know. This may also be a bunch of hogwash. So this will be something to keep an eye on, as that will go in and basically ride the coast, and then finally go out basically rides the coast all the way through Maine and into Nova Scotia. And that's how that will progress. I'd like to thank you all for watching today. If you haven't considered, please subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below if you have so. If you've done so, if you like this video, please press the like button. Thank you all for watching this afternoon, and I will talk to you again soon.